Well, as you know, with virtual reality, you are able to see in a three-dimension area what is typically not possible if you have a dome projection with the traditional flight simulator. Then in addition, adding virtual reality with motion, we are able to achieve a real realistic perception for the pilot. Because keep in mind, moving the platform where the pilot is sitting on should be as fast as a real helicopter is moving. So we are talking about 4 to 5 times faster than traditional simulators are. The advantage having it over the screen is that if you move the head, the whole dimension stays like in real. Think about having a screen very close to you, and you are focusing on something which is just on the right side. And then think about where to project it on the screen. If you move the head a little bit, it should move on the screen. But if you have a screen, it's not moving. And that's going to be really difficult in the helicopter area. Me as just a little private pilot flying fixed wing, it is not a huge thing because I have my aiming point where I'm approaching the runway, and the moment I'm doing the flare, I will watch to the end of the runway. However, a helicopter pilot is much more focused in closer areas where those little things are really important. And last but not least, a helicopter pilot is also doing different type of flying. For example, if you do the vertical reference flying with external cargo, the HESLO, you need to be able to watch down and see the load underneath. We started with the Robinson R22, so the smallest one. Our technology flagship in the simulator area for a simple reason, because VR Motion want to provide you a affordable and realistic fly training device. And there the R22 helicopter is definitively a good model, because we need to make sure that the simulator is not 10 times the cost of the real helicopter itself. So it needs to be affordable but still realistic. In addition, we do have the Squirrel, the Ecureuil, the H125, which is also the well-known helicopter, which is very interesting for the operators. And right now we also work with Copter, working on the SH09, their helicopter, which is right now in development and pretty soon out. So there we already work together with the OEM. Well, there are several challenges, as you can imagine. So on the engineering part, we definitively had to do a lot of research and work with virtual reality. I mean, it's a new disruptive technology, and there are many technical challenges to solve. Thanks to the collaboration with our research partner, HSR University in Rapperswil, we made great progress during the past years. And in the meanwhile, we do master that piece. Then in addition, I mean, simulating a helicopter on a very high fidelity level, that was not an easy thing. Here we were lucky to work together with helicopter experts all over the world, whether this was OEMs or like supporting partner Erzemat, or the launching customers with the mountain flyers, Heli Zitterdorf, or even more like with helicopter experts like Rudi Boser from the Rotortech Switzerland. So with that we were able to navigate around and now come up with a affordable product addressing the safety in the helicopter world. You can imagine we have now the full technology for the virtual world. We definitively will now finish all the little details. For example, to mention the operating in the cockpit, doing the cockpit work with our VRM post tracking, where the person sees himself or herself in the VR goggles and is able to even feel the cockpit, find the switches and operate them. And then bring that as well into the product in the third phase. As well, I mean, something which is very close to it, given we are in the virtual world, we can have people working virtual together. And last but not least, I mean, there are many other helicopters on the Earth which we are ready now to simulate.